I think the obstacle to overcome is this idea that like you always have to be happy, you always have to be successful.
Check it out.
Hey Kaley.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Let me get my mask right here. What's an obstacle you had to overcome in college?
I was extremely homesick. When I came to college, I was like, I don't really like sleepovers, but I was like, wow, this is a super long sleepover. Like it doesn't end. It was just difficult to leave my family, to come to a new environment where not a lot of people looked like me, and where, you know, the people that did look like me were going through similar things, but no one was mentioning the difficulties that they were going through until like years later, like when we were juniors or sophomores. They're like, oh yeah, like I used to be homesick. And I was like, why didn't you tell me? We could have been homesick together.
There's this things people do. They come to college and they're always trying to be like, oh, everything's fine. Oh, yeah. I'm getting 4.0s. Oh, I totally have OChem down. It's not a problem. And we like really hurt ourselves, and we really hurt each other, right? And so that if you're going to talk about it as an obstacle, I think the obstacle to overcome is this idea that like you always have to be happy, you always have to be successful. I failed an entire semester as an undergraduate. So this kind of idea that like you can never do anything wrong. Like I had a really awful semester. It's important to kind of go, I'm going to forgive myself for what happened. And I'm also not going to hide it like it's some deep, dark secret.
I had no idea.
Oh yeah.
Not that it makes me happy, but it makes you more human. Share the significance of being a first-generation college student, and how has it impacted your life?
The way it helped my family's life is that they were extremely reluctant for me to go to college. I mean, I was a girl.
Yeah.
Why did I need to go to college? It turned out many years later, though, that having gone to college, I was one of the people who had fairly high earnings in my family. And so when my family needed financial assistance, I was one of the people who was able to provide that. How about you?
My dad, actually, I remember when I was about to graduate, and he was like, well, why can't you just stay at the community college? Like, why can't, like, you're just going to go here, like, it's fine. And I remember, like, getting so mad, so upset about it, and like, no, like, I'm leaving. It wasn't until we came to my orientation that when I was looking at the campus, I was like, I don't want to come, like, you're right, like, I'll just stay home. He, like, grabbed my face and he was like, look, you are never getting an opportunity like this ever in your life. We'll support you in whatever you want to do, but just think about it and know that this is a really good opportunity. And that was kind of, in a way, like him giving me his blessing, like, you can go, you can do all these things. Being a first-gen college student was very hard. There was this one time when I was in your office, out of the many times, you asked me where I saw myself in like 5 to 10 years. And you said, you can really do whatever you want. You're like, if you want, if you want to get married, that's great. If you don't want to get married, that's fine too. I've known lots of people, lots of women who are successful and are happy not wanting to get married and wanting to travel the world. And at the time, the reason you told me this was because I didn't want to get married and have kids. I wanted to focus on my career and travel the world and do all these things. And I think because I didn't hear that from my family and got that approval from my family, it was just kind of like, you know what? You're right. Like, I can do whatever I want. Like, I'll be happy and I'll be successful.
And I think that's the joy of the 4 years you spend at the university, is that you're exposed to so many different versions of who you might become in your future, right? Not just like who's going to be your partner, or what are you going to study, or, you know, what are you going to believe about the world, or where are you going to go in the world, and what do you want to do in the world. You have so many opportunities to have those conversations, and then certain of them resonate, and then you start to embody. And that sort of transition from being a daughter in a family to then becoming a woman that you're still, like you said, you're still a member of your family, but now you've kind of moved into the next phase of who you're going to be.
Ooh, the last
dun,
question.
Dun, dun.
Oh no! If you were never going to see this person sitting across from you again, what's the one thing you'd want them to know?
That you're a powerhouse. And whatever it is you decide, right, professionally, personally, in all your life relationships, wherever you go, you've got everything you need.
You're gonna make me cry.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.